We're digging in deep today. We're gonna be testing all of our ponds, including our creek today, to uncover the truth about what is really going on in these farm ponds. We know something dangerous has been hiding in these ponds, which killed 5 of our red dogs back in June. We're doing everything we can to protect our bison and our animals here at the Ponderosa. We're testing for E. coli and maybe some other parasites that may exist here on our ranch. Hey, Elanor. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Timbers Bison. Today, we're doing something I told you I was gonna do. We're testing our pond water. We're getting samples from every pond. If you've been in the same situation as us, if you've lost livestock, if you're a farmer or rancher who has had issues with your animals, and it may be associated to what's out here, today's video is gonna help you. We're gonna show you the entire process, and we're even gonna take our samples, get them tested, and hopefully get our results really soon. First things first, we gotta put on our waders. I borrowed these from a buddy, Jerry. I don't duck hunt or typically have waders or need them, so I don't have my own pair. Pasture 1 pond test, right here. Baby fish, seems like a good spot. Pasture 1, ready to go. Feels better in there than it does out here. Whew. On to Pasture 2. So before we leave, a couple of Pasture 1 notes. The yearlings were in here for a couple of weeks, and now they're rotated back to the halfway 9 acres. We're gonna go test Pasture 2, which is right back here behind the horses. 3 is actually the pond that held the crypto, or the water source that was in there, whether it was a bison wallow or what, or Pasture 3 pond. One of those held the crypto for sure. That was where they were when they started getting sick. There's been animals, bison, the horse has been drinking from it. Remember, it doesn't affect adults. Don't be freaking out. Plus, they have fresh water they can come up to, so I promise. The yearlings have had access to 1 and 2 and 4. We're gonna test all of those. And the Dunbar herd is over in the burn unit, and they for sure have been in that. So we've had bison in this one in the past 2 or 3 weeks, recent. Hey, pretty. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, Morgan. Pasture 3, halfway 9, Pasture 2. I don't like snakes. Hopefully there's no snakes out right now. We're just gonna stick her down here. It feels cool. Pasture 2, on to Pasture 3. This is where I've been seeing that coyote. Knucklehead, wherever he's at. He was bebopping through here the other day. Quick notes. 1, these waders have holes in them, but besides the point, I appreciate my friend letting me borrow them. Right here, when you first look at this pond, there's some interesting stuff happening. Like I said before, pond management is not my specialty. If there's tips and tricks on safe products that you can put in your pond to really get a hold of this algae before we suffer a pond kill from all the heat, before it sucks all the oxygen out and kills the fish, there's a lot of moss in here. There's a lot of crummy stuff happening. So here's the kind of a little a trick here on this pond, something to consider. So I've explained it before, and I'll go over it again briefly, but the water flow of these ponds goes from 1, which is where we started, into 2, and then 2 flows into here to 3. Here it pretty much dead ends. So this may be the catch-all pond, which is why it's like this. I don't know. But it has a little spillway, and when we had so much water in April and May, it was overflowing and it had a lot of runoff. But if there's anything that comes into this pond, this is its kind of last resort if it overflows from 1 to 2 and into 3. I don't know if that has anything to do with this or not. All this runoff went to a creek right over here. But let's go ahead and get our water sample. We're going to do it right over here where I know it's easy to walk through. This is the pond that had the bison in it, where the calves obviously got crypto from somewhere. It was either here or that bison wallow, which I'm pretty sure it's dried up by now, but we can go check and see if that wallow up here on the hill that was holding water may have held that crypto. Well, there's some little bitty fish in it. It's good to see. I may be able to wade out here kind of far. We're gonna get out here by this moss. I'm really stretching it. Pasture 3. This is the stuff that's growing out here. Pretty gnarly. Looks like a straw. This may have been another source of that cryptosporidium, was right here, but it's already dried up. I figured it would. These almost near 100-degree days are gonna zap that real quick. Oh, this one's gonna be sticky. I know this drops off. I cleaned it out. No, this drops off because I cleaned it out. We're just gonna step right here. This one is a little bit murky. Pasture 4. Notes on Pasture 4 pond. I cleaned this pond out last summer, kind of towards the end of summer, early fall. This sucker was very, very shallow. I got it down 4 or 5 feet deep. Did it the best I could. Looks like now it's just hosting turtles. But put a culvert in it. This thing was running and gunning in the spring and going to the halfway 9-acre pond, which is where we're headed next. But dug this pond out. If I wouldn't have dug this pond out, this sucker would probably already be dry. And what I'm seeing, just by quickly looking, I see hog signs right over there on that bank. Yep. So just quick notes on this one as well. The yearlings had access to this a couple days ago, and I saw them in here. I saw them drinking from it and everything. So this one is really relative. Something I wanted to go over with you that I didn't go over with you in the beginning is I wanted to show you how I prepped our sample units. So all of our samples today will go right here in just a good old-fashioned bottle of water. If you do this, they said, do not drink out of it. So in this situation, for this bottle, I'm gonna fill up my water. I'm gonna fill up for my element, so I'm not wasting it. All right, so we've got one bottle here. And then what I'm gonna do is keep track of this. So here is this. We're gonna put Pasture 1. So we've got Pasture 1 pond sample right here, ready to go. So we'll be able to mark all of our samples. I'm gonna pre-mark them so when it gets messy and wet, I won't lose it using a permanent marker. Halfway 9. Here we are. Notes from this pond as of right now. The yearlings are in here. Like I said, I opened up several pastures from them so they can go and pick and choose right now. It's the last part of growing season. I think they're hiding over here in the shade. We'll go see them real quick. I know it's been super hot, so I know for sure these kids, these 2024 models have been in it for sure. Gunny! What's up, Gunny? What's up, kids? Sorry I woke everybody up, which makes you poop and pee. Nobody's rotating, not today. Don't get excited. Don't even think about it. That's little Christy right there, 457. You're a pretty little thing. Don't even think about it, little Christy. Character. All right, next is the creek. Oh, fish. Love this little spot. This water actually feels really good. Creek. Quick notes on the creek. Feels really good, actually. Feels really good. There's a whole bunch of fish in here. There's some perch right there that have a little nest. It's funny, I've never seen that in here. But this little portion of the creek, it has built up a little bit. Obviously, you see fish in here. This creek runs year-round, and it's a great source of water for the bison, but we might as well test it since we're testing all the other sources of water. All right, only 2 more samples left. We are headed to the burn unit. Well, hello, froggies. That's a good habitat for frogs, so this could be bad, guys. This could be really bad. This, I know, is a problem pond. It has got some gnarly stuff going on in it, and I can barely walk through it. But we're gonna go out here and go ahead and get a sample of it. You will not be able to see this one. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. It is so hot. Whoa, this water is nasty. It is hot. Oh. Oh, look who's here. Eleanor's down there. Elanor! Good to see you, girl. Caught you in the pond on camera. Busted. Hey, nobody else is here. She is getting her own time. Spa treatment day. Hey girl, what you doing? I'm just gonna come out here and join you. Like, what the heck is this guy doing? Where are you going? Really? Hold on, I was just coming to do spa day with you. All right. This pond is looking pretty rough now that I say it. All right, here we go. Burn unit sample. This water's pretty warm. Not gonna see that one. Whew. I'm dirty. Hey, Elanor. Feeling when you feel like you're stuck. And there's already 30 more pounds of weight in these things. Woo. Wait till you see this. I think you got it rough. Wait till you see my waders. Oh. Woo! Hey. You should see the water in these waders. Will you take that off for me, please? Here we go. You should see how much there's in here. Yeah, I gave you cubes this morning too, by the way. Don't forget that. Sorry. Jeez. Could use another pair of shoes. Yikes. All right, notes from this pond. Burn unit, big pretty pond is basically what I label it as. Big pond, little pond. Dunbar herd, not sure where they are. They're typically here this time of the day, but luckily Princess is having her own spa day. I got to join her. She didn't like it too much. She wanted to be by herself. That's okay. I fed her cubes this morning, by the way. I'm working on my water tank up here, my tire water tank. And she came up to see me, and I gave her some cubes this morning. So, notes from this pond. Actually, seriously, obviously bison are in here now. Been in here quite a bit. Main water source, minus the creek. They do drink from the creek when they go over there, but because this is out in the middle of the pasture, surrounded by native grass, this is where they're going to hit the most. Plus, when it's hot, they're going to go here. Even though the creek is cooler, it's running, it's more fresh water. This is more their top, I guess you could say. But if the creek was their only source, that's where they'd be. All water samples are taken. Now it's time to go to Ada. I know a lot of you are thinking, Dusty, don't you have to keep these cool? I did ask the lady specifically, do I need to keep these in a cooler or a fridge? She said no, they just have to be at the water department within 18 hours. They have to be at the water department. So we're going to go ahead and take this to the water department in Ada, America. Well, all right, here we go. All samples. One dirty one. Whew. We are doing the Tom ring around the rosy here. Not sure what's going on. Right here in front of our young breed bulls. I don't know, where's the hen at? These are the last three remaining Toms here. The other one, oh, there's the hen. She's right over here next to me. She's not too interested in what's going on over here, but boys will be boys. We got to Ada, we set our samples out, and something that I noticed is take a look at our samples here. You can definitely see a difference in the color of every sample. The clearest one was the creek. Now that creek flows year-round. Part of that water comes from the Sulphur Water District, where it's all their water is filtered, their kick-out water basically. So some of that water comes from there. Got our paperwork filled out. Luckily, because I filmed it, I could go back in there and write down the time frames that I took each sample. All of that basically came out to be $400 for 9 samples for E. coli testing. Is really the main focus on this test here. Thought maybe, I took those samples on a Tuesday. I thought maybe I'd have our results on Friday. We didn't get them, so next video we should have our results, and we will let you know how the tests come out on each of our ponds and our creek here at the Ponderosa. Thank you guys for watching us. We'll see you guys soon. We're gonna keep on bison ranching.